Hello YouTube, today I'm going to show you a quick mod method and also a mod kit build. So not only am I going to show you how to mod this certain thing, I'm going to show you how to make a kit that makes it really easy to mod it. What we're going to be doing today is making a mod kit for Nerf Rival Ammo. Now you may be wondering, why exactly would I mod Nerf Rival Ammo? I mean, the guns already shoot hecka hard. Well, the thing is, I don't know if you've noticed, but for me anyways, I have an Apollo. And when I would fire it past like a vent that was blowing or a fan that was on from a long distance, or especially firing it outside, it was really accurate as far as Nerf went, and within a close range, I mean, it was dead on. But it gets out there a little further, and then it starts to, when it encounters a breeze or a draft, it starts to waver just a little bit. And so what we're doing in this mod is we're actually adding weight to the ammo. By adding the weight, it will make it less susceptible to drafts, things like that, and also it will add just a little bit of impact when it actually hits the person. But at the same time, adding this 1 BB to make the round more accurate and have more impact, it can also make it drop more quickly. So if you have a Nerf Rival weapon and you modify one round, put it in there, and you find that it drops a little bit, you may not want to do that to the rest of your ammo. My Apollo is actually modified and has no problem with this. Okay, so now that I've got the intro out of the way, I have another thing that I would like to say before we get into the actual build. I want to apologize for how long it's been since I put a video up. I have a project that I've finished a while ago and have been editing, and I had planned for that to take, a few weeks extra. So I was expecting there to be few or no videos for a little while, but not this long. I am very sorry that there have been no videos for this amount of time, and I promise you that it is coming. I am working on the editing right now, and I am trying as hard as I can to get that finished. Please be patient. This is a really cool project. Honestly, I think it may be one of the cooler ones that I've done. It will also be special because it will be my first monetized video, if I can figure out how to monetize videos. But anyways, that said, let's get into the build. Hope you like it. Okay guys, so the things you're going to need in order to mod the Nerf Rival Ammo is obviously Nerf Rival Ammo for starters. Then you're going to need 2 nails, small nails, unless you go with finishing nails, which is what I would recommend. Finishing nails work best for this, so if you're going with finishing nails, get large finishing nails. But if you don't have finishing nails, then get small nails, because finishing nails are small as far as nails go, but as far as finishing nails go, this is a large one. So like I said, I would recommend getting a large finishing nail. You're also going to need pliers. I would really recommend needle nose pliers because regular pliers don't seem to have the cutters at the base of the jaw, and that's really what you're after here. So if you have something else that can do the trick, that will be fine. You're also going to need a utility knife, BBs, steel or copper, doesn't matter, a Sharpie over there, and some Elmer's glue. Doesn't matter if it's glue all, which is what I have here, or just regular school glue. Elmer's glue, any kind, works great. Now let's get into just how you're going to do this. Okay, so to start, you're going to have to take one of these rounds of Rival Ammo and cut it in half with your utility knife. Now if you look closely on the Nerf Rival balls, you can see that there is actually a seam there. And if you cut down along that seam, you can almost cut it exactly in half. That's what we're going for. You want this exactly in half. So do that and then come back. Okay, so after you have cut your Nerf Rival ball in half, you need to work with your nails. One of these nails needs the tip cut off, just below the tip, just enough to blunt it. Once that's done, then we're ready to move on to the measurements on the nails. Take one of the halves of the Nerf Rival ball, take your pointed nail, and poke a hole through the ball exactly in the center. Make sure that you go straight down so that you come out in the middle of the ball. Once you've done that, just slide it up to where the point is about 1/8 of an inch above the cut that you've made. After you've got it in the exact spot that I have mine, take your Sharpie, mark a line all the way around the nail. Then with that done, pull off the Rival ball and take the needle nose pliers. and crimp the nail exactly on that line, because the Sharpie will rub off eventually. If you put some dents in it though, that will last even after the Sharpie rubs off. So with one nail done, you then need to take the one that you've cut the tip off of, push it through the hole that you made previously in the half of the ball, and push it in until it is completely flush with the cut side of the ball. Then take the Sharpie, mark a line all the way around the nail, pull it out, crimp it. But with this nail, you'll need to take it out and push it back through again the same hole the other direction. Rather than pushing it through from the outside, push it through from the inside. Again, until the head of the nail is exactly flush with the cut side of the ball. Then draw a line on the outside and crimp it with the needle nose pliers, just like you did on this end. Once the mod kit is done, you're ready to mod the ammo itself. Now what you need to do to modify the ammo is take the nail with a point and push it down, again directly in the middle and straight down. You do not want to be off even a little bit, or you'll throw the ammo out of balance and it'll come out of your gun a little bit weird. Now, rival blasters do have plenty of power to counter this for short to medium distances, but if you're trying to shoot somebody long distance, being off a little bit can actually affect the shot drastically. So, be very careful when you poke the hole into the sphere. Once you've broken through the surface, all you need to do is just wiggle the nail in until it is up to the line that you crimped with the needle nose pliers. You can see right there I've got it perfectly flush. Now once that's done, you might want to wiggle this around. It'll probably make it easier on you later. Just wiggle it around a little bit and then pull that nail out. You're done with this nail for this round of ammo. Do not lose track of the hole that you've just punched. Then get your other nail, the one with the blunt end, and put the blunted end into your Nerf ammo. When you do this, you'll want to push it in until you feel some resistance, and again, wiggle it around. Then you can pull it out. Now you're ready to put the BB in. Now, doing this and getting a good camera shot of it is going to be really difficult. I apologize in advance if it doesn't focus or if my hands get in the way. I will do my best so that you can see what it is I'm doing. Okay, so if you look on this particular round of ammo, I've marked the spot where the hole is just so you can see it easier. What we're going to do, like I said, is now push the BB into that hole. Okay, now when you do this, again, you're going to need to be very careful and make sure that you don't accidentally create a new channel inside of the ammo. There is a channel already made by the nails. You want to try and stick with that as much as you can. So, put the BB on top, and you can try to go ahead and get it seated inside of the hole with your finger, but that does not work very well for me. Maybe you can figure it out. If you can, great. What I have to do is take this blended nail and put the cutoff end on top of the BB and force it into the hole a little ways. It's a little bit tricky, and it's going to take a few tries. So if you're having trouble, don't worry about it. Now, if you just absolutely cannot get the BB to go into the rival ammo with the cutoff end of the nail, then if you have a finishing nail, you can flip it over and actually use the head of the nail itself. If you look closely, you'll notice it is slightly larger than the shaft of the nail, but not by much. And this is why we can use it in this application. Now, if you had a regular nail, the head would be much wider than the shaft, and you wouldn't want to put it into your ammo because it would tear it up on the inside. However, with a finishing nail, you don't have to worry about this, so you can use the head. Okay, so I've got it coaxed just into the ammo, just barely in there. Okay, now if you've been using the head of the nail at this point, you'll need to switch it around and use the cutoff end. Take it, put it on top of the BB, and make sure that you're pushing straight down into the ball. Make sure that you are perfectly centered and going straight down so that you don't throw this off balance. You'll just need to push the nail into the Nerf ammo until you get to the point that you crimped previously with the needle nose pliers. Make sure that when you're pushing down, the BB is always underneath of the nail and that you're not just pushing the nail off into the ammo at some funny angle. Now, once you've pushed the nail in with the BB underneath of it up to the point that you marked, you're ready to seal off this hole. Now, this isn't absolutely necessary. but I would recommend doing this because if you don't, there is a chance that over time the hole could rip out. So, in order to seal off this hole, take the Elmer's glue, flip it upside down, and put the nozzle just over the hole that you've made, and squeeze out just enough to seal off the top of the hole. You don't need to squeeze a whole bunch down inside of the opening. That's not necessary. You just need enough that the hole is now smoothed over with glue, just like that. Don't worry about trying to clean that up or rub it in. The foam will naturally absorb some of the glue and it will pull it down in there until it is flush. Okay, so there you have it. There is your mod kit / mod guide for Nerf Rival Ammo. I hope that this works well for you and I hope that you enjoyed the video. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks. Have a great one.